38 today. I'll be talking about the NBL. We've got Melbourne versus Eel Hawks. Game 1 of that is on tomorrow night at 4:30 our time in John Case Arena. And then we've got Game 2 at the Entertainment Centre on Sunday the 10th of March. And then Wednesday we've got the Game 3, if they need to be required. Game 3 of that. Then we've got Perth Wildcats take on Tasmanian Jack Jumpers. Our first game here is on Friday the 8th of March at 6:30 our time. The second game is in Tassie on Monday the 11th of March, 7:30 their time. It'll be 4:30 our time. And then Wednesday the 13th of March at 9:30. It'll be 6:30 our time because it'll be our home game. If we need requires. The winners will play in the grand final for the chance for the championship title. So everyone's all saying us and Hawks, as well as John really said that as well. But my tip is really it's Melbourne and us. Melbourne have done it before, beat Eel Hawks a couple of times as well. So I think that might go to game 2 and clean sweep them with 2-0. For us, we've beat Tassie twice this season. Our home floor, but not as much. We kept them as much as probably 5 or 10 points for both. Bryce, I hope you can play this game this Friday. If you do, you'll probably get a couple of minutes of court time. I want to see you play as much as minutes as you can. Don't go too hard on yourself, Bryce. I just want you to help the team out, and hopefully we can get some players like Kyle Simic and all that playing more minutes as well. The last time you were out, you missed out finals as well too because of the injury. So this is the first time you've played finals since 2020. So best of luck for you, Bryce, and I hope you get recovery before final start on Friday night at RAC Arena. We've got those 2 matches going on this week. And then I found this in the newspaper as well yesterday. This is the lineup for Fremantle and Brisbane, but it could change because of the injuries we've got now. So we've got in the ruck, we've got Sean Darcy, but he's not in the ruck now, he's out. So we'll have Caleb Sarong in the ruck. We have Hayden Young as well. For the interchange, we've got 5, Tom Emmett, Joe Gamira, Ethan Hughes. We could have a sub as well. Cooper Simpson as a sub. And then we've got in the forward line, we've got Sonny Sun, Jai Amos, Tracy in the forward. Half back forward, we've got Switter, Jackson, Frederick. Then we've got in the centre, we've got Jeremy Sharp, Brayshaw and Johnson. And then we've got half-back, we've got James Aish, half-back, Brennan Cox and Jordan Clark. We've got in the back, we've got Ryan Pears and Corey Wagner. Then we've got in our emergencies, we've got Nia Ramus, Oscar McDonald, and we've got Bailey Banfield, and we've got missing from the likely for the first pick, we've got Heath Chaplin and Brendan Walker. So we've got 2 players that could be missing up in the lineup. We're trying to change some things up for our season. so we can use some of our guys. They just want to use their new guys up as well against Brisbane Lions on the 17th of March at 3:50 p.m. our time. That's gonna be a good matchup because we've got Fife as well. Hopefully he'll come off interchange, come into the forward line, and then linked up with the two-time Brown medalist, Cleal. So we'll have that as well. We've got the pre-season. We've got the actual season starting this tomorrow night, Sydney and Melbourne. That's on at 4 o'clock on Channel 7 or 7 Mate or as well. And then we've got the finals as well. We've got that as well. So we've got a lot of sports going on at the moment. Slowly now. Cricket's almost finished until October, November. So we've got that. We've got the Perth Lynx finals, the grand final actually. Then we've got the Wildcats as well. Then we've got the round one as a bye for us and the Eagles this weekend, and Port and Adelaide as well. So there's a couple of teams that got a bye this weekend. So we've got that coming up this week, as well as that. And there's not much to say about this week because there's not much sports going on or concerts coming up. I should have business cards hopefully soon. If you hit me on Instagram or Facebook, let me know if you wanted my business card. I can hopefully try and meet up with you and give it to you. I'll hand some out to you, Wildcats as well, and Dockers as well, Scorchers, so you guys can follow and see my storyline and everything that I do. I'm so proud of what I've done this year. I can't believe it. It's almost my 40th episode this week as well. It'll be coming up to my 50th episode soon as well too. So so if you haven't got your tickets for Friday, buy them now because we want to win our championship this year. They're $20 for a ticket. Go through Ticket Tech. You can buy them now so we can sell the stadium out on Friday night. I'll be there Friday night, doing my little thing as well too. So keep an eye on that socials, and I'll keep you guys all posted. And let's hopefully we can get the chocolates that we wanted, and let's get the win, and let's bring it home back to Perth, and hopefully have the Wildcats and the Lynx, Perth Lynx to win their first and ours to win our 11th championship. And I'm hearing that if Jesse retires, he could retiring his jersey. There's an article about that as well. If you look on the Facebook page and Instagram page, there's an article about Jesse if he wants to continue. He could be reaching his 500 games. He'll be the first Wildcat to do that this year. He's been in the club since 2009, 2010. He's played over 350 games plus and 6 titles. He could probably reach, he could have probably 2 more than Damo championships as well. They're all trying to see if he can re-sign with the club. If he does, then that'd be awesome to see him re-sign with the club for another 1 more year, help the club out as well. We've got some young players trying to do that as well. If we lose one of our good players, Alex Sard, we can fill that void. JL can find someone that can fill that void. He's trying to win a NBL championship, and all I know is there's some good news in the front as well too, for the rest of the season for the NBA. Patty Mills is signed for the rest of the season with Miami Heat as well. They've signed him up for this season only. Their NBA season's almost finishing. So I don't know what he's going to do after that, if he's going to come to the NBL. He's actually played with the NBL before, when Melbourne United was Melbourne Tigers back then. So it could be possible of him coming to either Melbourne or us. It'd be nice to see him to come to Perth. He can play with his idol Bryce Cotton, if Bryce stays with him for another 2 more years. As well as that. And the news front, we've got Brian Goorjian coming back to the NBL. He played overseas as a coach. He's now head coach now, signed with the Sydney Kings. He's been there before as well. He helped them to win a championship early 90s, 80s I think it was, when they were in the prime time. So yeah, it's good to see him back where he first started at the Sydney Kings. So best of luck for the Sydney Kings for next season. And there's nothing much to say. So everyone buy your tickets for Friday night. It's going to be a big blockbuster. It's going to be a loud crowd. Lockie Reed, I hope you'll be there on Friday night. We want the jungle to be very, very loud on Friday night. Get our boys over the line, so we can get one more win after that on Friday. Win that, and then we can go to the grand final and lock that up before Melbourne locks it up. So best of luck, and let's go Wildcats.